Hello, thank you for clicking on the video. The video is all about the best and effective way to get hypertrophy or to gain muscle and plus to get stronger, because you can't gain muscle without getting stronger. You have to do the two. So the first tip I'm going to give you is training frequency, which is really important. I would suggest, and in my experience of 21 years of personal training clients and 35 years of working myself out, is that 4 times a week is optimum. But sometimes you can do twice or once a week, depending on what phase you're in. If you're in your power phase, say you're doing 1 rep maximums, you need to make sure you get 5 days rest between your next workout, because it hits the neurobrain in the body. Right, the next thing is just don't stop. You've got to be consistent. Yeah, you can have a week off, but no longer than week to 2 weeks. If you have too long a period off, depending on your training age, how long you've been working out, you may not get hypertrophy gains and you may be sabotaging your success. Tip number 3 is food and diet. Yes, you do need to eat protein, but I don't advise protein shakes. I would just say eat good, healthy, organic food and eating according to how your energy levels are. If you're gaining love handles here, then you know that you're eating too many carbs or you're eating too much protein, you need to reduce it. Just go by how your body looks. Don't get on the scales. If you've got a 6-pack and you look ripped, then you're achieving your goal, in my opinion. You can comment down below if you disagree. Now, how many exercises is really important. I would suggest only 4 to 5 exercises in your hypertrophy training program, because I've seen hypertrophy training programs where they're training like a bodybuilder to get hypertrophy, but they're not on steroids. So if you're not on steroids, then your body will be overtrained if you're doing 10 exercises on chest and 5 exercises on your arms and 25 exercises on your legs. You got to think about it scientifically if you really want to get really good gains in your hypertrophy training program. So I would say only 5 exercises. Now, reps is really important. So reps is the amount of times you move the weight in which to be in a hypertrophy zone, and the hypertrophy zone is 8 to 12. If you go to 15 to 20, that's more endurance, so you won't get as much benefit in hypertrophy if you go any higher. Then I would say not too many sets. So I would say 5 to 6 sets to failure to get hypertrophy in the muscle. Now, when you hit a sticking point, then I would say go up into the high rep zone of 15 to 20 endurance and do that for 3, 4 or 8 weeks, and then come back to hypertrophy or do some supersetting in which to gain some quality hypertrophy or to gain some size again. Now, the really important thing is that you've got to be consistent and you must keep going. If you don't, then the hypertrophy gains will not be there, or you will lose them. Because remember, if you don't use it, you lose it. So really important that you always keep doing it so you don't lose it, so you always keep it. Now, training age is really important. So I've been working out for 35 years. So I've got a 35-year training age. So that means if I was to go to a personal trainer, I would educate them about my training age, because they might end up designing me a very bad program, not understanding how many years that I've been working out for. Okay? The great thing is, if you're new to exercise, say you're in your 20s, you're just starting, or maybe in your 50s and you're just starting, the hypertrophy gains in the first 8 weeks will be phenomenal. But then after that, they will plateau off, and for you to get really good gains will take some time and some hard work in the gym in which for you to get hypertrophy. So to get hypertrophy, you need 8 to 12 repetitions, 4 to 5 sets depending on your training age. Keep your protein levels high and fat levels high, because if you've got low amounts of fat in your diet, then your energy might deplete, and this can stop growth as well. I would get your testosterone checked if you're a man or a female, and just see what levels of your testosterone are. And if they are low, then maybe you should try some Shilajit, in which to help boost your testosterone naturally. As well as you can try chaga as well. That can help boost to testosterone naturally if you're doing hypertrophy training. So to see the benefits of hypertrophy training, you're looking at 8 to 12 weeks. It's depending on the individual, and you've got to remember it's all about genetics as well. So if you've got horrible genetics, or you've never lifted a weight, or you're not broad and got a skinny waist, then you may find it much harder to gain muscle. And there's a good book that you can read called Beyond Brawn, and that can educate you about how you can do, power training in which to gain size, or become a strongman in which to gain size. That can really help as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, please share, please like, and I look forward to sharing my next video with you very, very soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.